The title of my lesson plan is Bear Sees Colors Story Chain. Subject ELA, grade level is first grade, and duration is approximately 35 minutes. The goal or purpose of the lesson: students in first grade are starting to become more fluent in their reading and writing skills, as well as sequencing stories. The goal of the lesson is to practice comprehension by retelling a story of events in order, being able to reference in the future. This will allow students to transfer their skills to second grade, where they will need to create more in-depth comprehension. The standard area is writing, and the standard is identify and write about one specific topic. Competency: identify a specific writing topic, write focusing on a specific topic. The objective of this lesson: using a story chain, students will be able to take specific details from one topic and put them in order from beginning, middle, and end. The students will write down the different objects they see in each of the different colors. The assessment type that I am going to use to assess my students during this project is by observation. Are the story elements in order? Did the students write the correct words for each object? Were the students struggling, or did they seem confident in the work as I observe? This informal assessment allows me to gather information without putting too much pressure on the students as they create their activity. Informal assessment is the best assessment for this kind of activity because with observation I can gather the information I need. The environmental preparations: I will need the book Bear Sees Colors by Carmel Wilson and Jane Chapman, glue, scissors, crayons or markers, pencil, worksheet to cut out strips of events. Look at this. Students will sit at their desk for the activity to keep materials organized. There are no health risks, and the vocab would be hair, everywhere, and blossoms. Procedures: for my attention grabber, I will ask my students what colors they think the bear in the story will see, making that prediction and holding on to it as we read the story. After reading the story as a whole group, I will have the students go back to their seats. I will explain the assignment to the whole group and then have them work independently. Then I will bring in their own experiences and ask them what they see in their community. That is green, red, and all the colors that Bear sees. I help them connect to the story as they come up with their own versions. Next, I will demonstrate to the class how their story chain is supposed to look when they're finished and explain to them their expectations of putting the correct events in order. I will give the students time to complete their work. During this time, I will be observing them, collecting the data that I need, and helping students that are struggling. If a student completes the assignment early, they can color or read at a book silently. Once all students have completed their story chain, we will go over the activity and make sure everyone has put the events in the correct order. To summarize, I would call on a student that is willing to share their story chain. The adaptations: I would give a student with autism the opportunity to tell us the colors that the bear saw by using their device. If they were nonverbal, or match the colors. If the student was verbal, I would have them repeat parts of the story using echo reading. Having a gifted student, I would have them assist the students that were struggling to give them a job. I would give them an advanced version of the story chain. Have them put in order the different objects the bear saw without referencing the book. For an ELL student, I would make sure that there was a book in their language. available as well as a worksheet. If they cannot read in their language, I would put the color of the correlating word and make sure to guide them and give them support when needed.